Hi, I'm Kristyn Burtt for Red Carpet Report, and we are here for day 2 of the Creative Arts Emmys. But let's talk about you guys. Who cares about my heat stroke? We're talking Emmys and your nominations. Are these stories writing themselves? I feel like every time I think nothing's going to get more ridiculous, it does.
No. They don't write themselves. we said we have to write them. If they wrote themselves, we wouldn't be here. The challenge is to try to pick what is the most important story to us instead of chasing our tails around in whatever tweet that the president might put out. And so for us, it makes it harder because there are so many stories.
I gotta imagine it's hard to keep up. As women writing, because I find, I'm gonna get a lot of hate tweets on this, but I find a lot of things that Trump writes completely offensive to women. So how about the material for you guys? Are you feeling like, oh, I can take out all my aggravation in this show and writing?
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. It is really nice. I'm a news junkie anyway, and I would definitely be reading the news all the time, even if I didn't have this job, and it's great to have an outlet to really put it out into the world.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. It's one thing to be frustrated about what's going on in the country, but to actually have a national platform is incredibly lucky, and we all feel, super happy about that.
What story do you feel like over your last season resonated the most with your audience? Uh-oh, there's a laugh.
I know, totally.
I mean, I think the story that resonated the most was our Me Too coverage. I think that there may have been, I think people were sort of waiting to see how waiting to see how we would cover it. And I feel really, really proud of the way we did. I feel like we took risks and just said what we really thought, and it was still funny and awesome. And some of the work that I'm most proud of in my life.
I agree. The whole process was nice too, to be able to, because the first part of it was sitting in a room with everybody and talking about what we had been through as women, and then kind of molding it from there. And I thought that was exactly the right way to do it,
On the male side of this, with the whole Me Too, were your eyes opened? Because
We shut up and listened.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes, exactly. But there was definitely an aspect to, we knew things were bad, and I think as men we didn't know how bad it was, and so we listened and we learned a lot.
I remember when the grab video came out with Trump early on, and I remember saying at one point, well, that's ridiculous. Who would do that? And a vast majority of the women in the room were oh no, that's happened to me, that's happened to me. And I was I thought I was a feminist coming into working on this show, and it's been a huge education of listening and learning and shutting up and being I don't know half of it. I don't know half of it. And that's been so rewarding for me.
Yeah, I have to say my husband and I have had some really interesting dialogues, and he's like, I had no idea. And I'm like, oh, it happens almost daily in some ways, yeah. Well, thank you for all the work you guys are doing. Congratulations on the nominations. We are wishing the best. You bet.
Thank you very much.
You bet.
You feel better. Yeah,
I do. I feel better. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and in the comments below, let us know who you're rooting for this Emmy season.
Hi, Miles, Linda, and Allison.
Kristyn, hi. I know, it's so hot. Need everyone to step in a little bit.
Yeah, I got some nice AC blowing in.
Yeah, yesterday, not so pretty. It was
ugly, yeah.
I got heat stroke.
Oh my God. Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Faints?
I was interviewing Robot Chicken, and I was literally like, guys, I have to stop this interview. I'm about to faint, because it was the curtains are closing on my eyes. Yeah. And then we tried to make a comeback, and I was holding onto the tripod. I'm like, okay, we're good. It's too hot. It's too hot. So
Very hot.
believe it or not, today is better.
Do you feel better?
I-
Yeah, totally. It takes a while to come back from that.
It does. I spent a lot of time in the AC.